Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, September 18th, 2025. Welcome to another edition of my daily vlog. Each morning I come in here first thing, turn the lights and camera, and talk to you about what I've been doing next and how it's going as I work to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. We've been sustaining for a while, but trying to make it hugely viable. Something we're not there yet, so keep plugging away each day. So let's go back to yesterday. I don't want to say definitely a change of plans for today, but it's based on findings from yesterday. So let's talk then about yesterday. So yesterday I right away got busy. Mo had finished all the show notes and everything for the new podcast. We edited on Tuesday, so I got all the publishing tasks completed. And that show is out right now. It's Thursday morning, so that show is available right now. Then a little later in the morning, George's Bit by Bit news video dropped at 11. Now, this is a story of Sunday-Wednesday collision here. So his Bit by Bit yesterday was, without putting too much of a sugar coating on it, was a flop. It happens once in a while. Under 500 views since yesterday. Very unusual for any video we put out. You just never know, what's going on in the world, in the news, what are people doing, holidays, school, thumbnail, topic, whatever. You just never can tell. But when I show that, I also don't always go back very far in the past. I want to rewind just a few days to the Sunday Bit by Bit, which in 4 days has done nearly 4,000 views, to show you that it's kind of this TikTok thing of not the platform TikTok, but like a clock. It's kind of this pendulum. Sometimes it goes back and forth one way and the other. So across two videos, he had about 5,000 views, which is great for each of those two videos. It's just one did great and one did meh. And, that's I think George is finding as he's putting out regular content now, it happens that way sometimes. You get a great video and a bad video, and a great video and a bad video sometimes. It all comes out in the wash. You can't just live on one video alone. So I'm sad that one didn't do so well for him. I'm not upset for the stats because the stats are holding steady. That's a contributor, and collectively, Bit by Bit is helping to contribute to the bottom line. So too bad that one didn't do great, but there's the next one. That's Sunday, not far away. The bulk of yesterday I spent working on my Atari Game Station Go review. To refresh you, that's going to be released on Saturday the 27th. That's a week from this Saturday. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, let me put it this way. To do it correctly, it's a lot of work. I could just go, yeah, here's the games, blah, 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 here's a rating. But I take it very seriously, and I take a lot of responsibility because I know a lot of people are going to be watching. A lot of people are interested. A lot of people want to know about this product. And so, look, here's the good news. I have produced a completed 6-minute chunk of that video. That is likely to be pushing 30 minutes by the time I'm done. I'm just guessing based on the Game Station Pro review, this is comparable. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Each topic I run into sometimes is a bit of a detour. I'll go, oh, this is interesting. How can I illustrate this on camera? Let me do a quick research to make sure I'm right. Let me check into this. And that just has taken time. So I have the cohesive set I've completed. I have my outline that we've talked about. I have a lot more shooting and pre-editing to do to get blocks together. So to that end, I'm making an adjustment. So we'll talk about that in just a second. At the end of the day yesterday, I did that all the way up until the evening, really. I was live with 1980s Now over on Facebook and YouTube with Kat and Will. I saw several of you over there joined us for that. It's always a good time talking about news items that are relevant to 80s pop culture or somehow adjacent to 80s pop culture. So that was kind of the capper for my evening. Had a little dinner. What did I watch? I don't know what I even watched on TV. Probably some rerun, old stuff. And fell asleep in my recliner and then went to bed late. So, but we're up at it today. Before we get to today and I talk about those shifts I'm going to make, let's talk about the stats, which are holding steady and seeing a little improvement actually in the subscriber front. So let me bring up my little chart here. I like to be at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and 150 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Views are holding steady, about 14.4 thousand views average over the last 7 days. Even though I've not put out any new videos myself since I think Monday, holding on our library so far. Subscribers up a bit from the other day, 128 subscribers. We were down like 124 or something, so that average is ticking up. Had a good day yesterday, and that's brought our running total, I guess, up to about 122,000 380-ish, I think. It's like 375, 380 when I last looked. So, almost halfway. By tomorrow, we'll be halfway to our next milestone, I guess. We should be. Yeah, I think so. So let's talk about today then, which is a deviation from what I normally would do. And that is, today is Thursday, which means normally I am editing and producing the Friday plays. However, after a whole lot of thinking and debating, I'm going to bump Friday plays this week. It's not something I do lightly, and it's... Look, Friday Plays is a staple, and it's a regular end of my week, and it's regularly how I take care of it on Thursday, release it on Friday. Friday's a production day. Here's a situation that I'm in. I love Friday Plays. I think it's a great video to make. I enjoy making them. I learn a lot. People enjoy them. I'm not prepared enough for that one, and even if I were, the entire time I would be producing it, I would be thinking about how behind I am or how much work I have ahead of me left on the GameStation Go review that I now have, a little over a week to get finished. And I was going through the list. I'm like, what days do I have to work on it? Yeah, maybe I could work on Friday, but then I can't do anything for Saturday, which I want to do. We'll talk about in a moment. And then I have probably Monday and Wednesday of next week, and that's probably it, because Tuesday's pretty packed. So it occurred to me that I've got to rebudget my days, reallocate my time budget. So I'm going to not do a Friday Plays this week. If you're dying for it, looking forward to it, I apologize. I plan on having it back next week because my intent is to have the GameStation Go video done and uploaded by Wednesday of next week, the end of Wednesday next week, so I can have it scheduled to release as a premiere on Saturday. By doing that, I'm able to build anticipation for that review because it will have been scheduled and you see it's public, and when it's going live, you'll see that out there. Also, I will free up the back end of my week next week for lots of other stuff that's coming in, new stuff that I'm going to have to be working on. We know that I have a Vectrex Mini is coming in. I can tell you I have some stuff from Evercade coming in. As of today, I have a giant box of new materials coming in from my arcade, getting ready for review. There's a lot to do. And if I stumble out of the gate, not being able to get this GameStation Go review done as I want, it's going to compromise so much of my schedule because I will have stumbled getting started with it. So today is going to be all working, and it's invisible work that you won't see for another week, but it's work on the GameStation Go review. A lot of shooting, a lot of back and forth, a lot of running through my list of things to get done, with the intent to have that video finished by a week from yesterday. To free up the rest of, so I'll only compromise the end of this week and the beginning of next week. It's important enough. It's important enough to me that I spend the time to get that done like that. And then, so that if I work on that today, that's Thursday, and can work on it some Friday, tomorrow, if I get that package in today that I'm expecting from my arcade, I can probably squeeze in another new smaller product review, like one of the handhelds or something that is coming in. Get that ready for Saturday, which would be a great boost to the stats, getting something like that out on the weekend, I think. So that's the plan. We'll see how that shakes out. I'm not sure of embargo dates and things like that, but I think that's going to work okay, but I'll update you as we get into tomorrow. But it's, the other thing about bumping Friday Plays is it's going to give me the opportunity to find out if anybody notices. I know you notice. I know that you're paying attention, but I look at it as this institution that's been running for 2 years now that I've seldom missed any. I've missed none this year when I got started early January. When I started it last year, I only missed a couple of episodes when I was in the hospital. Otherwise, it's been like clockwork. So we'll see if there's any kind of an outcry of anyone going, where the hell is it? Or if it's just something that, and I don't produce them as a, it's got to come every Friday. It's like clockwork, but I do them that way. I should say I don't advertise them that way, but they work that way. So we'll see for how many people, if there's any kind of a notice that that thing didn't hit. I expect there will be some. Maybe it'll amplify the anticipation for the next one. Who knows? So that's what I'm doing today. Shift of plans. It's unusual, but worth it. It's like budgeting your money. Got to budget my time in a way that makes the most sense and delivers the most impact. And I believe this is the right decision for this scenario. Got to make them case by case. All right, well, I can sit here and talk to you about it, or I can go get to work on that thing I said I'm going to do. So I'm going to thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're one of those amazing bleeps that are here all the time, every day, clicking like clockwork and watching, I love you for that. Thank you for being here. I know that you're out there, and it means everything to me. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Please don't forget to do something good for yourself. That's important. I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.